Somebody will find it eventually. How's it going, Sandy? Can you hear us? Okay. Okay, just wanted to make sure. While Lou's milling around, I'm going to call to order the regular Braintree Select Board meeting for August 19th, 2025. Does anybody need to add or remove from the agenda?
Not I.
Go
I
ahead.
just to go on early because our kid's visiting and I haven't really quite seen him yet. So
Yeah. No, we can move you up.
okay, great.
We'll actually put you before citizens comments real quick. I'm gonna add one thing under, I don't even know where to put it. I'll put it under new business about uh zoning and RVs. More discussion.
While you guys are here, why not?
Um, okay, so we need to review and approve the meeting or the minutes for the August 5th meeting. Do anybody have any questions or comments?
It's fine. I texted Megan. I didn't realize that she wasn't saying.
Anybody have any changes for the minutes? No. Okay, I'll make a motion. We approve the minutes for the August 5th, 2025 regular select board meeting.
Second.
All those in favor?
Abstain.
Oh yeah, Lou wasn't here. So you got three of us, that counts. So we'll get to citizens' comments in a minute, which I think is why you guys are here. But we're gonna let Sandy go and give us the Two Rivers rep report. You're still muted, Sandy.
Okay, here I am.
There
I'm
you go.
glad to see that Nathan's on your agenda because he can better talk to some of the things that I don't quite get yet. So I've been the Two Rivers rep for about a year and a half now, and I've gone from not understanding much of anything to having more grasp, but I'm still kind of fuzzy on Act 181 and all this sort of housing push and new maps, but things are underway. I just sent to Paul kind of a written report.
Okay.
So you'll have that on file. I'll just hit some highlights of it. I've got perfect attendance. I've gone to all the meetings that there've been to attend, and at and went to the annual meeting as well. Back in February, the Two Rivers Commission or Board did approve the updated regional plan. And as you may remember, it was all parts except two were updated, and that was the future land use section and also the housing section. And that was being slowed down on pause, waiting for more data from the state about housing targets and all that. Meanwhile, Two Rivers has drafted the updated future land use maps. And this all kind of is going to fit into these tiers that the state has developed for mostly related, I think, to Act 250. And they're taking this draft future land use map around all the towns. They've been to the Braintree Planning Commission, and Nathan can speak to that better than I can. These maps do not override local zoning maps or anything like that. It's more of an Act 250 kind of thing.
Like a guidance piece or something?
It's kind of a guidance document. And what's going to happen is all the regional planning commissions have to the end of 2026 to get these maps in order. And at that point, there's going to be something called like the Land Use Review Board, state level. And it's the one that's going to divide the state into tiers.
Okay.
The draft that the Two Rivers staff showed the Braintree Commission shows that most of Braintree, the vast bulk of it, is in these three different rural ag, rural conservation, and rural something.
Which makes sense.
Rural general.
Yeah.
And there are two little villages and a third coming, which will be East Braintree, I guess. That's sort of underway, I believe.
Yep.
All righty. And along with all that, the state has given new housing targets to the towns, and Braintree's is like in the 40 to 50. And I don't quite understand this. I don't think there's any penalty, but that's sort of like what they're hoping for. There have been some conversation,
40 to 50 single units, like added units, basically.
basically, yeah. Yeah. Um, and at the commission meetings, there's been some pushback on this. People who are involved in agriculture worried about all this housing push is going to be developing more good ag land, people wondering about water as an adequate resource and so forth. But we know that housing's on the top of the agenda these days. So anyway, finances for Two Rivers is very solid at this point. They seem to do a pretty good job there. And of course, I mean, the budget that was approved is down, but that's because some big projects came down. So far, there haven't been any horrible problems with federal funding, with the exception of the BRIC program, Building Resilient Infrastructure in Communities, which is the kind of thing that helps a town like Braintree update its hazard mitigation plan. So there, that funding is going to go, it's part of FEMA, and that funding's gone away.
That affect our grant? We have a grant for like the hazard mitigation stuff, I wonder.
Yeah. And the state budget include a 3% increase for all the regional planning commissions. So, they're doing okay. And Two Rivers, is that Paul back there?
Yeah, hi.
Hey, Paul.
Careful what you say, Sandy.
All right. Two Rivers, well, as I was gonna say, as you know, hi, Paul, this got this shared services program. And Two Rivers,
We know about that one.
it steps up and has kind of a leadership role in the state in some ways. Like it administrates for the whole state the Municipal Technical Assistance Program. And Peter has met, funding wise, with this whole federal cuts, one thing was noted at one meeting that towns are finding there's a smaller pool of available avenues of borrowing for towns, like borrowing in anticipation of funding or something like that. And I don't know if Braintree's experiences yet, but some towns have. And this is sort of just a detail, but apparently there's a bill in the legislature pending to move regional planning commissions to a new kind of structure called councils of government. I don't understand what that is, but it has something to do with reimbursements and fundings, and it happens elsewhere in the state. So there's your head up. And so happy to be the rep. Oh, and I'm sitting in as many planning commission meetings as I can make too. So overall, I'm trying to keep those connections. Any questions?
No, we appreciate you doing this. We went a minute without somebody, so I appreciate the perfect attendance. That is fantastic.
I'm glad to do it. Yeah.
And it's a lot of work, so I appreciate you stepping in.
Super
It's not
helpful
that much work.
report.
You guys work a lot harder.
Super helpful report, Sandy. Like it kind of encapsulates everything, and it like that helped me just process Two Rivers
Yeah.
stuff better. Just hearing that.
Just knowing what Two Rivers is. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Glad to do it.
Go see your people. Thank you very much.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay. Now for citizens comments. I think that's you guys. Did you all sign in?
So we're just hoping to get you can read it from the agenda that I filled out. If you want to read it, it says it very clearly.
Sure. Introducing Joan and George Cucuzzo.
Yeah.
The reason for attending is install speed limit signage for Lemery Road, 10 to 15 miles an hour, safety concerns.
So our property, we have the house, we've been here 50 years.
Mhm.
And we've done nothing but improve the property.
Yep.
We added on and we're working with the state to reclaim the river. Actually, we're putting our own money in, it's $80,000. Because the river has come and taken so much land, with the railroad, it just doesn't go straight. So we're just constantly improving the property and trying to do right by Vermont, because we love Vermont. We want it to be, we have 5 kids, so they want to be here someday. We just want to leave it really like we found it.
Mhm.
So basically, our land is cut in half because we have the house and then we have the barn on the other side of the road.
Right.
50 years ago, never a problem. We walk over, we've got the animals, we've got the garden. Yeah, nobody was up back. Well, we had, the places were there, but people would buy it and then sell it. It seemed like we never really had anybody up there. Now we have the FedEx and all the people coming in to go up back, and we're the last house on the road. So
30.
it seems like a very quiet area, but with all the traffic, we can't get to the other side of the road. It's a real problem. And the speeding is a problem. People going so fast that we're old now. If we were younger, maybe it wouldn't be as important, but we work on the other side of the road. That's where our garden is and everything. So even like right in front of the house, if it could be a quieter zone.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause they-
what it is we're not asking for the whole road is, we're half a mile length. But where the road ends, the road goes up to where it's a different classification. Right there, we allow the town to use, we give our land, and the town put up a sign, no parking. No parking at all, anytime. Because that's a turnaround that you guys use
Mhm.
for your heavy equipment, your snow plows, and delivery trucks for people up back. But now we have 2 people up back. And all we're asking is that at the bottom of that road, to the front, in front of our house is a tree line. And it's only a matter of 100 feet or less, just to go that 10 to 15, just there, because as our dog crosses the road, I want my dog killed, but neither of us wants to kill it. We're walking on canes,
Mhm.
so that's all we would like to. And then we talked to the town police, and they couldn't do anything, and they recommended we talk to the state police, and they recommended putting the signs up because they can't do anything about it unless it's posted. So if it's posted and someone's speeding in it, they will gladly come up and give them a ticket. So we just need that small amount of space posted at one end and the other. So
And in front of us, the acreage in front of us, the farmer, he dug all his corn. We've been in 50 years with Ferris doing all the corn, That's our land, but he does all the corn, which is great. We also didn't know we bought the town swimming hole when we bought the house 50 years ago. People come to the bridge and they swim fine. You know what I mean? A lot of people come in, that's the way it is. And that's okay. We just want, and those people don't ever really come down the road. They more or less stay up by the bridge swimming. So it's really just getting to our land. If you could help us with a speed limit sign, like close to the house even, so we can get across the street.
Yeah. So
safely.
I have to be perfectly honest. I have no clue what requirements we have to meet to post a speed limit. So I would have to look into that to know how.
You personally, I didn't know.
No, the select board would be in charge of doing that if it was, I assume, but I honestly don't know. I don't know how that runs. So I'd have to look through the statute to see what we have to do we have to do a speed study or what on the road to be able to put a speed limit in there, or if we could just arbitrarily decide. I have no idea.
The trooper told us to come here, but is there a select board meeting?
We are the select board. You were at the select board.
Yes.
Justin's got comment.
Yeah.
You're all select board? Yeah.
No, just
No.
us four.
There. So, I do believe that you need to have a speed study thingy done, traffic study done, but we've had it done on X number of roads.
Yeah.
And, you can look for that, see if London is one of them.
My assumption is we've had it done there, but I don't know. So there's some information we'd have to gather before we can. Yeah.
The only thing we're trying to let you know is that our
Yeah.
property is cut in half.
Yeah.
So we're always,
Yeah.
we need to get to the rest of our property.
I understand. I have a class 4 road that runs 100 feet from my house. So I understand. Yeah. So I see what you're getting at. But what I'm saying is I can't make a decision. I can't make a decision tonight. I completely understand your plight, and I have dogs and kids that play in my yard and people drive through daily. So
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But it's going to take a minute for us to figure out what steps we have to take
Yeah.
if we're going to do that. If that makes sense.
If people do go by, they're very considerate and they do slow down.
Right.
It's those that don't, that are really a hazard, that's all.
We got
It's
delivery-
too bad,
Plus now with people, now you get delivery trucks.
Right.
The
The FedEx guys don't like to go less than 50 anyway. So
Lots of deliveries.
Nate, you were going to say?
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
to be able to be enforceable, you have to have it written into your highway ordinance because that designates the different speed limits. So they would require an ordinance update. So that's something.
Sort of. It's also that, and the posting has to be, you know, every half mile or quarter mile, so it's visible within a certain amount of time of the last sign. So there are a few steps we would have to look at to how we figure this out. So
Video of all the traffic. too.
yeah.
No,
The other thing-
show us the- I'm sorry, go ahead.
The other thing we could do, and I'll talk to Lauren about it, is maybe put pedestrian signs up or something near your house also. Even if we can't affect the speed limit, that might help.
That would be-
I don't know if we have any, but we could certainly order some and put up.
They would pay for anything you need.
I'm not worried about that, but
When we showed the state police, we had a couple of videos that we happened to catch, because we have a camera that
Mhm.
automatically picks them up and they go back. And he said, that's way too fast. So,
Yeah.
You know, they're on our side, so you guys are on our side too, we're happy.
yeah, I mean, like I say,
Anything you can do.
Yeah.
Would really be appreciated, that's all. For as long as we have left and, you know, our kids will be here someday, hopefully.
Right.
So,
no, I appreciate it.
thank you for listening.
Yeah, no problem. And thanks for bringing the concern. And we will set aside some time to figure out what steps we can take.
We're also on the land use program for many, many years. too.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
try to keep Vermont natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Thank you.
Thank you.
so when will we hear from you, or what's the?
I think we have your email. We've reached out to you guys in the past about stuff, or I know I do. I've seen an email from you. So
Question I have, we did go to the state and they said that it's we can't apply for the aid. And we've been through 5 storms. We've never applied to the state.
Mhm.
Little did we know, you have to apply to the state with the river damage during the problem, you know, during state of emergency.
Right.
And my husband heard that there was a state of emergency, that they put a state of emergency right now on the water, that we could apply now to the state. You know anything about it, anybody?
I don't.
Not for this area.
No, I get.
There was a time limit from the last flood which we were involved in.
It was over October
And we
2024.
missed it.
Yeah.
So I just happened to hear it on the news. They said that the state, the FEMA, they have all the FEMA money left over, so they extended that time. So.
I don't know. I don't
know if any of you have heard.
usually it's Jesse or Paul that deal with FEMA, but I don't know that we would even have that info. So
Pretty well, I'm here, I would ask. I didn't mean to.
no,
No.
I honestly don't know
Okay.
what they did on that. So
Okay.
I'm sorry.
By the way,
My name's Daniel.
Jesse,
Last name is Burson, Burson.
Daniel
Burson.
Burson, hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
and by the way, thank you, Jesse. Jesse, thank you. She's a great help every time we
Yeah.
come in.
Oh,
Yeah, she does.
Can we get your mailing or email?
Unless they show up.
What?
Unless they show up. It's like I say, it's yearly.
So do we come to the next meeting to find out? what's going on?
Just wait. Like I say, my computer's here. Let me make sure. But I think I have your email
Oh, okay.
from a past contact, and if I do, I can just email you when I know more.
SeanNFAFloor.com. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, carry on, boys and girls.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, we'll reach out when we have something.
Good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Okay. Any more citizens comments? We'll skip the highway report. Nate, you want to go ahead with your planning commission?
Sure.
We'll
So.
come back to Lauren because he's got like a 10-page list there.
Oh.
No, that's all right. You might be, but
Good start.
So, here for annual, biannual update for the planning commission.
yeah.
First off, we're looking for a new member to fill the vacated seat that Jen Phipps, vacated. Her term ends in March 2026, I believe.
And she's not coming back.
Not to the planning commission, but she's, retained her role and seat on the PRB.
Okay. So is that something you guys recruit for, or we recruit for, or whoever can find anybody?
What did find this select board, so we're all in an effort to try to.
But if you knew somebody who might take the position, you would let us know,
It
right?
doesn't have to be somebody that's already serving on
Yeah,
a
yeah.
board, such as the select board or.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Like
others-
for instance.
that have taken interest in the zoning bylaw update and other work that we were doing, we were more than welcome to put
Yeah, yeah.
their hat in the or name in the hat.
Okay.
Um,
We will start asking around.
yeah, and we'll do the same. So the more it gets out in the minutes and that type of thing, hopefully that'd be done.
Right.
Currently, it would just be to fill her existing term.
What are the terms?
The term, I believe, is up in March 2020.
Yeah, but I mean, how many years are 3 years? Okay.
Secondly, we are working on wrapping up our work with the zoning bylaw updates.
Yep.
And we'll be scheduling our required public hearing for a regular select or planning commission meeting on September 18th.
Okay.
That is, we were required to hold one public hearing. And the idea is at a regular meeting, we'll hold a public hearing. After we close out that public hearing, we will look to vote on the bylaws and approve those to be able to pass those on.
Is there a same meeting or is it a period it has to wait? Okay.
There's no public comment period or
Yeah,
waiting.
that was my
period
question.
associated with that. And then the select board has to follow Title 24, Chapter 117, Section 4442. The biggest.
What was
piece
it? 24?
Title 24, Chapter 117.
Yeah, no, the section.
4442.
Okay.
So with that required, we have to go on to the select board that no less than 15 days or no more than 120 days after the proposed bylaw amendment has update has been passed on, the legislative body shall hold at least one public hearing.
Oh, so we have to have a meeting.
You all need to do a public hearing as well before we can formally adopt it.
Off the top of your head, do you know if that has to be separate from a regular meeting of ours?
No, I believe it can be part of a regular select board meeting.
Okay. Let's just look. I've got the Vermont statutes right here.
You can hold them concurrently the same night.
So we do it like 5:30 for this and then
Right, so
so on
you
and so
close
forth.
out of the public hearing and then go into your
Yeah, yeah.
regular select board meeting and
Okay.
similar to what the planning commission's planning on doing. You can go ahead at that point.
Which is what we've done with these things in the past.
The summary of changes is available. We have the draft available. That have we posted that online yet? No, because we have to vote on it on the 18th or this Thursday.
We're moving it out of our thing,
And then we'll do the final vote on the 18th after we close out. the
So
public.
you're gonna like tacitly approve it
we're approving
now and then
Yeah.
you're approving the draft now and then posting
holding a
it.
public hearing.
Yeah.
Right, posting it, having a public hearing, assuming there's no like earth shattering changes that have to happen with it, will that same night sort of move it to the next.
Is that a required comment period or just how it's working out for you guys? So I'm saying between when you post the draft, is that put up for a purpose of people commenting or what?
Yeah, we
Okay.
receive comments,
Okay.
either email, in person at the hearing, or by mail.
Right.
Up till the date of the hearing.
Okay.
You know, and so based on that, we will hopefully approve the final draft of it, so to say, that passes on to you.
Unless somebody comes in really angry.
And there's an opportunity for the select board to make those changes as well.
Okay.
So it's not a final draft.
Right. So we're sort of the appeal body, the appellate
Exactly.
body. Yeah, okay.
Exactly. And so hopefully the idea with the grant that we received, the bylaw modernization grant through the state of Vermont, if we were able to have it fully adopted by the end of this year, December 31st, we will not have a match requirement. Otherwise, it's a 10% match. So it gives us a little bit of a financial incentive to
Yeah.
get through this process. And that's why we're trying to have the public hearing at a regular meeting in September to give you all enough time to go through it, edit as needed, and be able to warn properly the public hearing and hopefully adopt by the end of the year.
Yeah. So we have 15 days after the 18th. So that, yeah. So that would, I gotta look at the calendar. Sorry, I don't want to take too long here.
That's funny.
September 18th.
Go along, I've looked at it, I've kind of highlighted the.
So the
major
next-
steps, and you guys can have this.
The next meeting that's more than 15 days away for us is 21st. I think the 7th is too close. Oh, maybe that's right. The 7th, I guess, would be the meeting. So you could we could meet about it on the 7th if we wanted to. And then if we adopt it there, it's 21 days before it becomes official. So that's the end of October, roughly.
It might be nice to give us a little breathing room in case
Yeah.
there's comment. A little
Yeah,
more
no.
breathing.
I'm just saying that's the quickest
It's
it could
the
go.
quickest, yeah. We have a number of meetings. We can get it.
Yeah.
There's plenty of time.
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Other than that, I think the only things to note, I think, are that Sandy mentioned the zoning for identifying where a future land use or a village center or designated downtown for our sense of purposes, it would be a village center. But it's going through, the state's going through a new designation process. So it's not, they're phasing out village center designation and downtown designations and doing different terminology with it to make it a little bit different. I can give a better update when I have better understanding of that. But what we have done essentially is we have removed one village center that was designated in our future land use maps, which was Path. So that's been removed in our.
Where on Path was there one?
Right at the Little Valley Road.
Where there used to be.
intersection, Where there used to be a couple
be a
builds
village,
and
yeah.
Yeah,
a little
okay.
store, post office, school and all of, yeah.
That makes
So,
sense.
Walmart.
that has been taken out and we've added South Braintree is what we're calling it.
Which is this.
This second
Oh,
graph here. And the other big piece of the zoning bylaws is encouraging housing development. Specifically housing, not like mixed use or commercial, but between the village center here in South Braintree up to Redford Brook Road, essentially along the eastern side, out of the floodplain, identifying a place that might be beneficial to have housing, kind of
Okay.
looking at Dustin Drive and
Yeah.
through there.
All right. That's
So
interesting.
those are the few highlights of it, and we do have a summary of those changes that we've done, but the intent of the bylaw update is to make it more administratively easy
Yeah.
for our zoning administrator to determine what is an allowed use versus conditional use, when and where they are supposed to be bringing in DRB.
Right.
Hopefully the administrative side of things, it'll be a little bit easier with some checklists that we've built into the bylaw.
Oh, that'd be great because I think now it's kind of a maybe,
I-
you know.
You know, trying to make the definitions a little bit more clear around what is a home enterprise business versus commercial versus
Right.
agricultural.
Okay.
We had to put in a lot of different changes to associate or comply with state regulations that have changed over the last few years, so.
And did the grant also had made it where you guys were working more with Two Rivers or less, or how was that?
We have a consultant from Two
That's right.
Rivers
I
that-
knew there was something like that.
Yeah, so Kyle Katz has been our point of contact on that.
Okay.
And he's really helped shepherd us through the changes and helping us with the statutory requirements that we have to do.
Okay. Perfect. Sounds great. Thank you for doing that. Thanks for the hard work. It's been months and months in the making, I think.
And those village center designations allow you all to pursue a village center designation because it's identified in the town plan and
Right.
in the zoning as future land use, and that brings different benefits to the property owners that you might hear about later on.
Okay. Thanks, Nate.
Yeah, no worries. Let me know if you all have any other questions. We're meeting on Thursday,
This Thursday.
and then again, the public hearing for the actual bylaw will be held at a regular meeting on September 18th. I encourage anybody and everybody to show up.
No, I'll like to try to get to that.
There will be a virtual option as well. So
Yeah. If I'm at swim team, I'll zoom in.
your notice should be in next week's paper.
Yeah, you have an ethics training.
Two Rivers that are.
Oh, yeah, I'll be at ethics training. What are they doing for ethics training?
We're gonna have to.
We're gonna reschedule.
Yeah.
We were just.
Is that on
talking about it. We were
here?
like, "Oh, Same.
Maybe we need to add that to the agenda?
Well, they didn't, they're clearly having it here. They didn't book the town hall for it, so.
We're doing it here.
We are doing it here.
We're in.
He had an ethics training scheduled for that night. My God.
It's the night of a regular planning.
What time?
It's fine. We could-
What time?
It's fine, we'll just pick another date. Can
What time's your ethics training?
5,
we, 6:30, I think it was.
What's it done in half hour?
do it 6, yeah.
No, it's like an hour and a half with pizza. It's for everybody, including you guys.
Wow.
Can
On a different day.
Pizza, as you got.
I don't miss out on the pizza.
we put that on the agenda?
Yeah, it would be nice to
Yeah, let's
reschedule
do
that.
that.
Get earlier, that way you butter everyone up with pizza before you guys have your
There
meeting,
you go.
you know.
Not a bad idea.
Oh my god. Okay.
We could recess the training and go into the public hearing, do our meeting.
It feels a lot. It feels a lot.
Might be asking a bit much.
Okay, well, let us know.
Section 6.843 and ethics requirements. section
No, come on,
4.8.3.
we're not. You wait till the training. Okay. Highway report. You wanna go first?
No, you can go ahead.
No, I don't have anything to say.
You don't have anything?
No.
Well,
Hold on, wait. No,
Oh.
I will address the two things that are on the agenda and then you can do your list of
Sure.
50.
Are you having a good time so far, Lauren? Just checking.
He has to deal with me like every day.
Part
Poor guy. Pit Road culvert. I did finally hear back from the state engineer. She gave us a permit for fixing the head wall around that culvert that extends through next summer, because she figured at this point we're not doing it this summer. So that got handled, and then the culvert inventory. Rita gave me a link to where the town culvert inventory lies in the state database. So I went on and got it, and it's like an Excel spreadsheet with 50 or 60 data columns that I couldn't figure out what the heck they were. And I was trying to make it usable for Lauren so he could check culverts, because we don't have a list of our culverts anywhere. So it's been like 3 hours making it smaller and making it workable.
Are they over here?
And making it workable.
Already got it.
And I got it out to Lauren, and he kind of complained the font was too small. And then like 2 days later, Rita sent me a much better version that she had made up.
I got it.
Phenomenal. And so Lauren texted me and said, well, hers is a lot better than yours. So we now have a culvert inventory that Lauren is going to update.
So it must be there's 2 copies then, because I've got a copy.
I've got one right here.
Where'd you get that?
Yeah.
When?
The other day.
I brought them.
Oh, the other day. I was about to say, you haven't had that forever, because we've been looking for one of these stinking inventories.
I've got to go through it, because I found, just looking through it without looking at culverts, I found 6 culverts that weren't in there.
That exist,
Two on
that
Ben
we've
Hill.
added that aren't.
It's been there for years. 2 on Ben Hill, 1 just beyond my place, and then 1 down the road.
So can you get the coordinates and everything for them?
If I got cell service, I can, then.
Well, what if I take hers and delete the data and give you a bunch of blanks? Would that help?
No, I'll make.
No, but then you have somewhere to. Okay, you do it.
Then she can correct it, somebody can.
Mm-hmm.
Fix it
Okay.
up.
That's what
Mark it on the damn maps.
So I'm a little.
Each road is mapped out. You guys should check it out. Really, it's quite a nice culvert inventory.
I'm a little upset that Lauren didn't like my effort, but whatever. Rita did better work. Okay, Lauren, your turn. I'm just gonna sit over here and feel bad for myself.
There you go. So we resurfaced the top of Bowen Hill, across the flat up there, it's all. Charles was hitting ledge, grading it, so, and then Rolling Rock didn't have anything on it, so we resurfaced that. I'm having a lot of trouble finding a place for Kobe stuff, cause he didn't put it through an 1.5 inch screen. He said he did. There's a 3-inch screen on the upper side.
So we're getting a lot of
So
big rock.
maybe we don't even. You know, because of it, I don't know. Wow. You already checked in the hydraulic study.
Oh yeah, so we had a question about hydraulic studies because we got some culverts that need replacing. And I heard from Chris Bump, but I don't think I told you this.
No,
Okay,
I
well,
didn't.
surprise to everybody. I asked them, we've been told by Rita Cito that the hydraulic studies had been taking a while. So I emailed Chris Bump to see exactly what that meant. And he said there's quite a backlog for anything not related to storm damage repair. He said it would take at least several months to be completed. And he copied in some guy who was supposed to give me a better idea of time and never wrote back. And then Rita mentioned there's somebody who's doing it privately, much quicker. And so I asked how much it would cost to have someone do it privately because the state ones are free. And she said she would find out and never wrote me back. So we're gonna keep following up on that. But we don't want to be replacing culverts without these. So we've got
Yeah, we got some culverts that should be upgraded. And they're 2 foot and bigger, they're gonna need bigger than 2 foot, so. And I got, well. Grants and aid project I wanna do is on the west end of Arbuckle's Flat there. And I need a hydraulic study to find out how big a culvert I need there, cause if it's over 3 foot, then we can't use grants and aid.
but we have to have that done by September because the application for the grant and aid has to be in
For-
by September.
No, for the Better Back Road.
Oh, for the Better Back Road, sorry.
So I can apply for Better Back Roads for that.
I don't know, he knows what he's doing.
And then. Lemery Road up there, the bridge, the planks are, tread planks getting pretty torn up, so. I said maybe keep that in the budget for, put that in the budget for next year. Replace those planks, I can get a price on them. Okay,
Did you look at the guys that were in here before? Have come to us a lot of times about that bridge, about it eroding at each end, and they're worried that the kids that go up there and fish are gonna fall through a hole at the end of the bridge.
Lemery? I didn't notice any holes.
Yeah, it's right at the very, just if you're going up Lemry Road, it's in between. Like the road itself and the bridge abutment,
I'll go take another look, but I didn't see anything the other day.
right on the right there.
Okay.
I've seen it, I haven't been up recently, but.
The issue is I don't know how much we can do because I'm not sure how we rebuild it without rebuilding the whole abutment. But anyway,
I'll go take a look. So we cleaned up berms around town, that's done. Except for Riford Brook at the bridge, we're gonna do that tomorrow, it's. A lot of handwork, so we're gonna do it before it gets hot again, so,
that's under the guardrails.
under the guardrail. Yeah, Dylan swept it off, and when he swept it off. With a big broom there, the 3-point inch broom, it went under the guardrails, so. We're gonna clean that up.
So now the water's not shedding.
That'd be the why the water doesn't shed, some of the reason. And then blacktop and Rayford Brook, I got 3 prices. RG paving was 44,640. Green Mountain paving is 55,000.
Did he change his quote based on the difference in thickness?
No.
Okay.
He said, once it's compacted, that's what it's gonna be. I said, okay.
Alright.
Blacktop out of West Lab, they're 34.61.
What?
And then I didn't bother getting a price from Green Mountain Power to do Lemery Crossing. The apron.
Green Mountain paving.
I mean, yeah, Green Mountain Paving, I didn't bother to get a price from them. But blacktop is 98, just under 10,000, and RG paving's 11.5. So. RG paving total would be, if we did both, would be 56,000, and blacktop would be 44.
And this is for what? All the paving projects we had?
That's not all, that's just 2. That's Lemery Road crossing. And we don't have to hire a flyer for that. Cause it's on the railroad, you're supposed to, but I talked to Benton and he told me, he said, don't worry about that, he said, I'll take care of it, so. Because they tore up the tracks or something. There was a narrow strip like that inside the tracks that he paved. And he knows it's been a problem, so. And then, Rayford Brook, between the bridge and the tracks.
Can everybody do the project when you want it done?
It'll be done sometime this summer, like RG payment won't be able to do it till the end of October. There I go.
And how about blacktop?
I don't know, I didn't ask.
But that's
So
sort
I
of
didn't really
assumed.
think they'd come in that low. to be
Yeah.
honest with you, 'cause
Yeah, because I've,
hauling out of West Lyon.
and
Have
then
you,
my experience with them was they were higher than Green Mountain Paving, but who
have
knows?
you worked with them before?
Blacktop, they've
Yeah.
done stuff here in town
I have.
before. They've done things in town. They did, I think they did the bottom of Thresher, if memory serves, but that was a long time ago.
That's it.
I mean, that's, if they can do it.
Well, I think are you looking at numbers, Jesse? I think we have 60,000 for this, right?
We have 60,000 in there for Brightford Brook, Thresher Skim and Bent Skim.
Yeah, skim.
We
Yeah,
don't have
last.
anything in there for Lemery.
Yeah, but Lemery is gone. There's a
There's a
section the
big
size of
hole
this
in the
table
apron.
where there's nothing.
There's a big hole in the apron. I mean, I just went up and picked the worst ones. Yeah, Thresher Road is cracked, but you can get, it ain't no potholes in it yet. It is cracked. I would put it off and hope to get a grant for it. Cause it's on a class 2 road,
That's true.
right? Why should we pay for that? out of
About we're probably 2 years away on that cycle. So it won't be next year, I mean, the year after. So what happens if we choose different projects than what's listed there? To spend on whatever.
Bent Hill, that's got some potholes, but it. You can put a skin coat on it if you want. It don't last, that's the problem, skin coats don't last.
Does it matter though that that's fairly high traffic between the school and everything else? Stockwell's and the school and.
I mean, if you
and
went with,
brewery.
if you went with blacktop. I could see if she can get it under 16,000. Cause you got 16,000 left.
To skim it,
What, they'd like put 2 inches down, like.
well, see what they can do. Might be worth asking.
I could ask her and see how much she can do it for.
Especially if they're already doing,
Yeah, if they're already.
they're already
here.
over here
already
with
here.
trucks.
That
yeah.
saves on mobilization. Yeah, why not? Why not ask? See if we can get it close. Jesse said you got 60,000.
That's cool. That's a good price.
I design the road where, just cause it's in the budget doesn't mean you gotta spend it.
Well, yeah, but it makes sense if it's, I mean, because Bent Hill we can't get a grant on. Thresher,
You can't Rayford Brook, you can't Limerick.
right? So getting those 3 in, if we get those 3 in on this makes sense, and then wait on Thresher because Thresher, I mean, I run up there every other day, and it's
There's no potholes.
it's not that bad. There's a little
Just
bit of roughness where it connects to the around the
Tracks.
tracks, but that's kind of to be expected. All right. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh.
What do you think, Jess?
Okay.
So we're almost finished mowing. He's got, Bent Hill and the trailer park left to do. And I talked to Lloyd today, my neighbor. And he allows if we wash the machine, we can actually mow it. The first.
Because he's worried about knotweed and
Sure.
He's worried about invasive.
anything.
plants.
Yeah.
And I said, well, we can wash the mower off outside and inside. Or we mow, I've been got a problem washing it off and then run up and mow it. I just wanna get mowed.
Yeah.
You're weed whacking it, don't amount to nothing. Just
Yeah.
straight down the side of the road, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, that looks better than what you guys do. You know, really?
Great.
All right.
He was pretty upset when he was talking to me the first time, and I said, well, why don't you think about it? And I met him on the way out. We got done up there, and he stopped me again, I said, oh boy, here we go. He gets out, big smile on his face, you know what he says? I ain't got time to do it, he says. If you wash it, he says, you can mow it.
Beauty.
Okay.
Good solution.
There you go. Do it.
Perfect. So, we're gonna mow Dang, couldn't believe it.
Fantastic. Anything else on your big long list?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. Want me to look again?
No. No. That's it.
What's that?
No, that's it. We
Thank you,
won't, we
Mr.
won't mention anything else because we'll just upset Jesse. Okay, new business. Look. Oh no, old business.
It's
Old business, but new website.
confusing.
It's my brain doesn't work at night.
Are we gonna vote on the blacktop business? Or
No, because you're getting another price.
All right, we'll see if we can get that in first.
Yeah, because we're gonna meet in 2 weeks.
Okay.
We can give you tacit approval. Like conditional if you can get it under 60 grand. Or you think it's okay to wait? I don't know timing.
RG Payment already told me, he says. Can't make a decision by Wednesday, he said I'm gonna get a spot with somebody else.
So how about
He's gonna fall
we vote on just the 44,000? And then you check on whether the 16, whether they can do the rest of it for 16. You lock them in at the 44,
in. Either that or I can just get a price from them and find out what they can do and I'll let you know.
but we don't wanna lose the slot.
Well, RG Payment.
the other.
Oh, that's the other guy, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we don't have
And-
a timeline from the blacktop.
no,
No, and
Anyway.
last time I dealt with them, it was late in the year like this, and they made the price good through next year, which I don't know if they would do that again, but they might.
cause they only make payment until about years.
Yeah.
About the middle of November.
Okay, yeah, let's wait a minute. I think,
Mm-hmm.
and if it happens next year, okay. New website update. Who's doing that?
I was gonna say, I know that you had a training last week, but earlier this week, last week.
Um. So, Darlene came over and, went through some stuff. I thought it was supposed to be a little bit different than it was, so I didn't get a whole lot out of it, but Paul was there and, Grace asked some questions that she got answered. I don't know. Paul,
Yeah, I took a lot of notes, the meeting went, 2.5 hours? I think it was like over 2 hours, she had budgeted about an hour and we kept on going. And, yeah, Grace, has a pretty good handle on things, she has the most experience of the three of us so far. And I have been also dipping my toes into other WordPress websites, and that's a platform that we use. And so my skills in that are kind of building week upon week. I think it will be a nice website.
Perfect.
When will it be live?
soon, very soon. She wants it, what did she say?
I got an email about that maybe.
Like, I think by the end of this month, maybe, or
Yeah, pretty sure, like within a couple weeks, she wanted it live, so.
We're gonna need to post the draft bylaw on there ahead of the hearing in September, so. We're putting the hearing notice out with just the town's website, not the specific address where the bylaw can be found, but. Assuming we'll have the ability to post PDFs to different sections.
Oh, yeah.
We have.
I mean, we can either do it to the one we already have or the new one,
Or both.
both, right?
We're gonna have two up at once?
No,
No, when they switch over.
Even if it was just like a link on the main landing page announcement.
I think we have it's
Like
usually at the top.
like a banner.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Before we move off of old business, can we add rescheduling?
Oh yeah,
date
I
for-
put it under new business, but you were right, it is old. Okay.
Of the.
Is there any more website stuff? I don't want to jump in.
No.
So,
No, we look good. Okay. Lou, when are you gonna reschedule for?
Well, I think we reschedule for September 11th at 6 o'clock if the town hall is available. Is there any way we can check that? Thank you.
I thought it wasn't. I thought she mentioned that last time.
No, remember.
Oh, we just didn't
Lou
wanna do it
didn't
'cause
like
there's-
September 11th.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Is that,
It's open?
is that Tunbridge Fair Week?
Yes, it is.
We have to have it done by the end of September, the
No,
25th, right?
25th.
So the Friday after when we were planning on having it.
I'll just like sign off on it and do it after.
There's a whole lot of
It's
people.
like we've done it,
that
right?
do it, and
Yeah.
It's not, it's not a critical urgent thing. How about,
Hey, I'm,
How about the
I
4th?
was trying to pull up the,
It's not much
Little
notice. That's all right.
Or is there a reason why we weren't doing the first week of September? Is that just because it's back to school?
yeah, I was just trying to like get everybody through Labor Day and back to school and everything, but we're giving then everybody like almost 3 weeks to do it on their own. Is the 4th available?
4th is
That
available.
means you two, are you available on the 4th?
The 11th is
It's a
available.
Thursday.
Is there pizza?
Yes.
This is the pizza event.
I think I can make it. I can
Okay.
but I think it's.
Okay, I like that you
So
can shift your calendar for us.
I move that we reschedule the municipal ethics training that we're offering to the town officials.
We have to vote on
From
this?
September 18 to September 4 at what time do we have the other one set for? 6 o'clock. So that we don't run up against the planning commission public hearing.
We have to vote on this? Did we vote on it?
He just wants to.
I like having a vote that I'm in charge of.
Okay,
Ethically, it's.
Second.
Lauren seconds.
You don't know anything about this yet.
All those-
Right.
All those in favor?
I
Aye.
I won't be there.
You probably did
Wait,
do
no.
this too.
yes,
No pizza.
I'm so glad.
It's new training.
you can still
Nathan.
come in.
You can still come have pizza.
Doing the training?
The state of Vermont. It's really
It's a
riveting
video.
Yeah.
video presentation.
Boring.
You can put it on
Alright.
1.5 speed.
Or 2. We can put it
You
on
need the
double
pizza to
speed.
get through it.
can put it on double.
I put it on double speed.
Well, you're a quick
I-
processor.
Little coffee, maybe.
Flew right through that.
I listen to all my podcasts.
Okay. Thank you. Moving on.
Okay, Jesse?
How about, can we move Jackson up so?
Oh, yeah, okay. You guys are just messing me up. We'll skip you,
Move
Jesse.
C to A.
So, review application for East Braintree, Snowsville Village Center designation and vote whether to submit application to Vermont Department of Housing and Community Development.
Yeah, I will introduce this. Last night I sent around an electronic copy of
very
the
long.
application that Jackson
Why are you standing
is
up, man?
largely responsible for.
No, it's in the middle under that, it's in.
Not here.
Lou, you were just,
Spinning. There we go, thank you. Lauren, I think you might be one who might not have seen it on email. This is an application that the board approved us developing to secure village center designation for East Braintree, Snowsville. And the reason to do that is to enhance the ability of the properties within that designated village to secure various tax benefits and grants available through the state of Vermont. It also happens to help us with the housing targets that Sandy referenced in her report tonight. It's a fairly cumbersome process, as simple as the concept is. Jackson has really taken the lead to support the town in getting this application together, doing the work, taking the photos.
and there was a site visit recently,
And
right?
so with that, I will turn it over to Jackson.
Thanks. Yeah, and thanks Lou for all your help getting this through. Rebecca Ramos did a bunch of work on this as well, drafting the cover letter and putting together sort of the checklist that we had to do. So we had a meeting with Natalie Elvidge from Agency of Commerce and Community Development, who runs the downtown program. Her and Caitlin Corkins, also from ACCD. She runs the tax credit program. When we were there, we did a walk around to kind of look at what would make sense in terms of boundaries for the village. and that's reflected in the boundary map, which is on like page 25 or something of this. And then we just basically worked on this checklist, which you'll see on the cover letter, the 4th page, which has application
Yeah.
documents included. So basically everything listed there that's what makes up this application. There's no formal form you have to fill out. It's just compiling all these various pieces. Many of which we already had in place. I mean, the planning commission had already, when we redid the town plan, had written in that village center designation should be sought for Snowsville, East Braintree.
Does it matter that you guys call it East Braintree and this application calls it Snowsville? Nobody cares.
No, because they know it's the same
Yeah.
area.
So the only, the big pieces that we had to pull together for this was notifying Two Rivers, which Lou did via email, and also the Green Mountain Economic Development Corporation. They keep track of all this stuff, and they are proponents of projects that could take place in villages or downtown. We also had to get a letter from Two Rivers that said that we have a planning process in place that meets the state standards. I've just done the town plan. We're up to
We
date.
hope.
Well, it did. And then to include some photos that kind of show the anchor buildings and the edges of the boundary, and then have Two Rivers put together the boundary map for us. So, the only piece that is going to be updated from the packet you have is the map itself. Kyle Hansen from Two Rivers just sent me this afternoon the updated map that has the photos keyed to where they were taken on
this
the
is
map
this.
to show like
Yeah.
photo number 1 is here. So that's, other than that, the map's the same. So that'll be inserted into this packet when we submit it. From here, once the select board has approved it, if the select board approves it, we'll collect the minutes from the meeting saying that the application was approved, and then it'll be sent to Natalie. She needs it by the first Monday of September to get it prepared for the Community Investment Board to review it at their September meeting, which I think is the 22nd of September, which I'll plan to attend. If anybody from the select board wants to go too, I think they have a remote option, so you can do it by Zoom.
What days?
I think it's the 22nd.
I think it's the 21st because remember it's my wedding anniversary.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So Lou's not going.
I'm gonna try not to go.
Yeah. 21st. So it's our chance to, we sort of present the application, they ask questions if there's questions, and hopefully they approve it. Village center designation is approved. So that's kind of the nutshell. I don't know. Specific question.
I just add one piece that I just like this part of the story that as Sandy referenced, this whole village center designation process is about to change in 2 years. And Jackson wisely encouraged us to why not do it now, right? We can get the jump on the new process that would be easier. We would no doubt get this in 2 years. But to do this now just opens up these grant possibilities just a little bit early, keeps the momentum going on Snowsville Community Trust work. And it's just a really good, municipal story.
And signals to Two Rivers in the state that we're interested. Right?
Yeah,
that we're not sitting on our.
Yeah, very definitely.
Yeah, I mean, one of the interesting things, Lou, when we were walking around with Natalie and we were talking about the edges of the district, they statutorily they have a really confined description of what a village center is. And I like how you put it. We want to sort of embrace all the villages. So we were trying to get them to push it over Airsbrook to include a couple more houses.
Yeah,
and they were reluctant to. They said no, it really.
So there's 3 houses that aren't included.
Housing is not a main priority of the current village center designation program. That's all going to change in 2026 when the regional planning commissions are looking at housing the major component of the village. So in reality, when Two Rivers looks at in their future land use map, the Snowsville village is going to grow.
That was my question. Will they expand it?
They will. I mean, that was what Kyle Hansen had said when he presented the future land use map. That it's they will likely expand it beyond what it will be established here. So because it will create more housing opportunities adjacent to the village.
Just the trend, and I work for the Department of Housing and Community Development. So what's happening is the village center downtown designation is they're not going to essentially expand that, but then there's the neighborhood area development that is already in play, so that will be encapsulating around.
I see.
what the village
It's like a
center-
buffer
so
zone
it's
around
a
it.
Tiered zone,
Yeah.
you know, so you're encouraging dense development within the village center. Housing outside of that in a walkable neighborhood, that type of thing.
Okay.
Traditionally, they've included the requirement of having a government building there. So I was curious, Jackson, if they mentioned anything about that in the site visit.
No, I mean, they, the civic building is one of the key anchors they look for, but, you know, we got. So I mean, that may be the only thing they can.
Yeah, but in a town like us, that limits us to one village center. You know what I mean? Like there maybe
And-
two if
and-
you call West Braintree, but then it sort of ignores a whole half of town, which doesn't make sense,
Yeah,
I guess.
I mean, I'll be interested to see how the community investment board is looking at these in light of sort of changes that are gonna be coming, if they're gonna be more, I don't know, I mean, we'll see.
Sense to reach out to like the LCT and Katie Buckley, who is from Guilford and has experience of small village center designations down there with like the Algiers project.
I mean, I think at this point, the size
Spread the lobby.
passed, and we've got it, you know. We've got it, and they've approved small villages, like, Sudbury was one of the most recent ones they just approved, that does have the town office in it, but otherwise it has like the town hall, the town office, and like 2 residential buildings, and they approved that, so.
On the proposed map, it has church list like highlighted as a civic property. So is that how we're?
I don't know, I mean, I think they're looking at it as maybe a community asset,
Yeah.
and so maybe they're kind of including it under that umbrella.
You know,
You put it as civic.
Yeah.
it's a building that that is used by the community for various civic purposes. And so that's why I think Natalie, or why, that's what we were all thinking
Yeah, yeah.
when we were talking about it.
Okay.
So, I would move that, the board, approve the submission of the application as presented. We approve the application to the Vermont Department of Housing and Community Development, as presented with
With-
the exception of adding in the minutes and the change to the map
Yeah, that was
that
gonna be my
Jackson described.
Second.
any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye,
Aye.
Aye.
Eyes all around.
beauty.
Do we need to sign anything, or is it just?
I don't think so, I think it's just minutes.
Yeah, and I'll tweak the letter. And the letter should probably be signed by me on behalf of the board.
Yeah.
We give you the power to do that.
Thank you very much. You did that already.
Would it be helpful to send you the Word version? of
Sure,
this? You
yeah.
put it on letterhead.
Yeah.
Do you have the letterhead?
Yep,
Okay.
Okay.
I have my own version of the letter.
And then Lou, if you send it back once you've signed it, I'll compile it into the PDF.
Okay.
Submitting them.
And so our minutes, do we need them to be the approved minutes? No.
We'll send them the minutes we have.
That's
and then
right.
they-
Yep.
they-
There you go.
Because you usually have them by Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
So the unapproved moves we'll have on Friday, but they're rarely any major changes. Okay, sounds good. Thank you all.
Thanks.
Okay, now we're back to Jesse. Set the town tax rate. This is what everyone's been
This
waiting
is
for.
what you guys have been really waiting for.
Yeah. I don't think you want to.
We're
I'd
not
leave.
setting
I would
Jack
leave if I
Dolan
were
and
you.
Nathan's tax rates tonight.
What?
We're not setting their tax rates.
Yes, we are. Unfortunately, it is coming for everybody.
So. Telling you right now that you say your representative and your wonderful state you live in for our tax rate this year.
Yeah, this is brutal.
Homestead tax rates portion only
School,
went up 0.2933 cents from last year.
school tax rate.
Yeah. Is that not what I said?
I don't know. The school, but the
Just-
school resident.
That's just the school side. You're not here to approve anything having to do with that, so it really doesn't matter, but
It's nice information to have.
it's just information. So, our tax rate, our town tax rate went up, 0.042 cents over last year's, which is pretty good. So, I don't know what you want me to point out. I don't know if you have any questions. I need you to approve 1.0009 as the town tax rate.
We don't, and there's no residential, non-residential split for us that we have to worry about, right? Our tax rate's our tax rate. Okay. Yeah. Just want to make sure.
Jesse, do you know how much our rate went up last year over the previous year?
Yep.
It's right over there.
That's the 9.5?
Yeah, so the point,
0.527.
yeah.
Sorry, where is that, Dan?
It's from here. 0.527 is the difference.
Oh, okay. 0527.
Yeah, sorry. 0.527.
So it's less of an increase this year than last year.
Year before it was only,
32.
And, you know, our health insurance rates skyrocketed between those 2 years. It's a pretty reasonable increase. Seems to me.
school went up 13 cents, 6 cents, and now 30 cents. Okay.
I mean, Jesse, thank you for the work that goes into
Doing it.
coming up with that and making it a reasonable number.
Is this whether there was a decision on the appeal, right? So this is with that. Okay. That's what I thought. Not that it matters a giant amount to this, but I wanted to be sure. I just wanted to ask the question for my edification.
Yep. So that's all in there.
Okay, so I will make a motion that we set the town tax rate for fiscal year 26 at 1.0009.
Second.
Is that the right motion, Jess?
Second minute.
Lauren got a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Appreciate it, you know, that's there.
Are we signing this tax rate sheet you gave us? The second page, we sign that?
You can sign mine because mine is not quality.
Okay.
Breaks out.
See, aren't you guys happy you stayed to hear that?
Thanks for your help, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a good night. And thanks for all the info tonight,
Yeah,
fellas.
if there's any questions that pop up, let us know.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to be there on the 18th now that Lou's canceled his conflicting event. See you later.
He's good.
You're signing this one that I have. Let me just make sure.
Make sure it's right.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if I should actually have the veteran exemption in there. I mean, I have it in the total overall.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But I didn't add it into that, so I think that probably has to be in there. Now that you've just done that and. Let me strike it.
That
First pass.
that increases the 0009.
There.
Where you are?
33. 10033.
300404. 1004.
10033.
Yeah.
10024. It, so with the veterans, it should be 1.0033.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Lou is confusing me over here.
I just do it for the.
So wait, the town tax rate is the town rate plus the veterans exemption?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because we have, that's that local whatever agreement, because last year, not this year, but last year we agreed to at town meeting, we voted that we would give veterans, instead of the 10,000 that the
Yeah,
state allows, 40,000, so the town has to come up with that other 30,000
I see.
per parcel, and so there's 5 or 6 of them, and the total.
I see. This is our burden share for that, basically. Okay, thanks. Okay, so I'll amend that prior motion to set the tax rate at 1.0033 for fiscal year 26.
Okay, second.
Lauren's gonna second again. All those in favor?
I,
Oh, boy.
You get an eye from me and everybody is
I can see it.
happy.
You sure you don't have your glasses on?
Nope. I don't need anything.
It's nice white paper. He does okay if it's nice white paper.
Right. Boy, though, this eye's getting bad. Can't wait until October to get that.
You had cataract surgery in one eye, right?
Yeah, this one here's already done now. Can't wait.
Thanks for that sobering
I haven't seen double.
discussion. Just I already came by earlier in the week. No, I gotta do it again.
No,
Oh, you're getting good at it.
you can do this separate.
Okay.
We don't usually vote on it, we have in the past. I guess we're supposed to, which doesn't make any sense, because it's strictly something that the state mandates as far as timing and so on. But the late filed homestead penalty,
Yeah.
do we or do we not collect it?
What is it? 8%?
It will be 8% this year, which doesn't make any sense to me, but it's either 3 or 8, and did I do
I think it's 8 because I've already had this question come to me somewhere else.
well, it's because of, if I could get this page separated. Okay, it's up to 3% penalty if the non-homestead rate is higher than the homestead rate, which it is not.
Right, so it's at 8%.
So it is the 8% if the non-homestead rate is lower than the homestead rate. And I think the reason they probably do that is because they don't want you to.
Bail to get the lower rate.
Exactly. It would be cool to do that this year, so.
and so. If we don't collect it, we have to pay it.
No,
No, you just lose out on the revenue.
right. We lose whatever. So it's anywhere between,
But it incentivizes us. We're incentivized to do it because our homestead rate is higher. Or sorry, lower. Rather. Keeps people at the lower rate.
higher.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I don't think we should. Use that as a revenue generator for.
No, it's never been a revenue generator, but I think we've installed it every year.
We have, and the reason we do that, the reason it's there, this is the reason it's there.
Yeah.
Is because when it comes in, it means the listers have to do a bunch of stuff on their side, and then they have to transfer it to our side. They have to print new tax bills. I have to go in and pull out old tax bills, put in new tax bills. All this new information has to go to the escrow companies, and that means more copies of tax bills and
it's
more mailings.
And doing it wrong is a big burden on people when they transfer properties and things like that. It trickles down to a lot of different places.
Yeah.
So
it's not we still lose money, so.
Sorry for that, but I've imposed on you in the past.
Yeah.
Lou didn't know what he was doing.
I still don't.
You know what? Nobody does.
Okay.
I'll tell you a story after the meeting.
So,
Yeah, I mean, so I'll make a,
So, let me just say this one other thing. You can file your homestead declaration by April 15th with absolutely no other information and no other tax stuff ready to go.
mhm,
You don't have to have your taxes ready to go
Yeah.
or anything else.
it's a separate document.
It's completely separate, totally
Yeah.
different. There's no reason for you to not meet the April deadline for filing your homestead.
or collect it.
Yes, Chelsea's got a
I
question.
think we might have to sign another piece of paper anyway, because this says August 2024. Sorry.
No, thank you for that.
You know,
Good catch.
That's. So no, I was only gonna circle Will or Wilmot. and-
I know, sorry.
No, this is the first year, so who cares? 2025.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Just initially.
This does say prepared by the town of Braintree on 2025 year, so.
Yeah.
Um,
So I think you should vote on that.
so I'll make a motion that we do impose and assess a late filed homestead penalty.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Lauren's just ready to go home.
What's that?
You're just ready to go home. So
All right.
Over
And
there
if
thinking
it
about it.
comes up
Oh.
and you have any other questions or whatever, I
I'm
mean,
ready to go to Maine.
this is what it is.
well, the
It's not
next, yeah.
anything we can really do to change the tax rate or anything else. But
Oh,
if you
well-
have questions on any of it, you can let me know with some of their.
The next agenda item's yours too.
Just wants to leave.
I know that, but she's the one that put this on there.
Rush shot.
On town property.
Hey,
Done.
You watch yourself.
I didn't say a word. I just said it's done.
The
Go ahead.
town hall's done?
No,
No, that.
Okay.
but go ahead, do your thing.
So the town hall and the cemetery aprons.
Mountain View, yeah.
Mountain View Cemetery aprons specifically. But there are a few, I think. Those are the ones that come to mind.
'Cause those are the biggest, most visible, right?
So I mean, here we are renting out the town hall and everything, but it looks like crap behind it because nobody has stepped up and just mowed it for free like they have in the past, and nobody has come along and mowed the Mountain View for free like they have in the past, and so
What?
on, and except. And
I just
this
spent
the other
3
day,
hours.
Dan did.
I just spent 3 hours doing it, thank you.
Okay.
So
Didn't say that. I didn't say you did.
Dan did just the other day.
thank you.
So I feel like those are something that the town should be doing. And, so I'm just here to converse on whether the town should be doing it or if we should be paying somebody else to do it.
Well, I guess my concern is that we don't really have a mower set up to do it, Lauren.
Who mows here?
Offset. More.
Like
You're making like a
Almost like
double
the-
pass to do it. I mean, in those tight spaces.
He does the cemeteries.
We got a brush hog that's.
Oh, it's the
offset.
guy that.
Won't go between the,
Is there a reason why he doesn't do the town hall or the
maybe.
Yeah.
other cemetery? I didn't know if like there was a reason why those were separated from the other
He did or
properties
something?
he already does.
He mows at the town hall also, he
Oh,
mows the lawn.
Gotcha.
But what we're talking about is like
And where they were talking about putting his revolve in,
Brush.
right?
the stuff in the back is deep. At this
He's
point.
probably got a brush hog, right?
Right, so that's my question. Is the town? Do you feel that the town should do those, or do you feel that?
We send the road
the
crew to
town
do it,
should
or do we pay
for
somebody to
it?
do it?
If we're gonna pay for it, does it come out of at the cemetery, does it come out of the cemetery budget, or does it come out of?
Well,
Just a line that we add in to,
next year.
building maintenance or what?
Well, I don't know if this is an answer, but a partial answer is Cal, when I talked to him about the cemetery, when I went down there, spoke as if the cemetery felt like they would pay for it if it came to that. Because he said, I don't know if we need to hire somebody, like the guy that's already there mowing. What's that? Yeah, they're not, I mean, I understand budgeting is not their strong suit, but he
Well-
seemed to think it was the cemetery's job to deal with the cemeteries, right? They already deal with the mowing contract already. And so I think he just feels like this is an extension of that. So,
Another year could just ask the guy that mows the cemeteries if he's got a brush hog to do it at least once a year. It's the cemetery commission ought to do is ask him.
I think that's easier because he's already there. He's contracted to do it. The question is more the town hall because he doesn't do that. Who does it now? Is it Doug? Oh, that guy does too. Under a separate contract with us, though, right? So do we just ask him to do both next year, or see if he can, and what's the price?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what you're saying, Jesse. I think, yeah, we should have both of those areas mowed or brush hog. And it sure makes sense not to buy a mower and have the crew do it.
Well, and it's
But I think the other thing is, and I'm just speaking for you for a minute. We can ask these guys to do it this year to see how it works. Because the back behind, do we know the boundary behind? Is it up to the trees or what?
It's not smart. The guy that owns behind the town hall has been,
It's been difficult to deal with at times.
Who is it?
you would have to ask me, I can't think of it right off the top of my head.
We'll look it up.
See it right there, but I can't say it.
But
Anyways, he owns he owns there and then he owns another piece, he owns a bunch of the hill there, but we put brush back there before, I guess, and it was on his side and. So,
I think they use the town hall for the land logs they want. This is the guy I'm thinking of.
okay,
it's not a coin, is it?
yes,
Yeah, look on,
He owns way down. Across from the
but
greens.
he owns in behind it.
Yeah,
right,
he's got a big lot behind.
I
Yeah.
can go see him. This time. That's gonna be every mall.
But let's try that. Can we have them mow it this year and see how it goes? I just worry that our equipment's not the right equipment, right? Like the offset mower. I understand we can do it, but it's not ideal.
We're trying to like reclaim that as lawn space or like
Well,
the
when-
friends of the town hall did bring up trying to put a gazebo in next year, so I don't know exactly where they were talking about putting that.
It is
Right where you're talking. about
Right where
brush hog.
the brush hogging is.
So it's gonna be an extension of the lawn, right?
Right, well, that's what I was thinking, like, are we trying to reclaim that as lawn?
It's gonna have to be smooth if we do.
that's not my intention,
Right,
my
right.
intention is to.
Make it look
have
better.
mowed so it doesn't look like crap.
Little
and-
trees don't start growing.
Right, and which they already are on the side.
So that's my question. Do we want to keep those trees or can we just knock them down?
What, the little saplings that are growing?
Yeah, they're like some poplars or something growing on that side.
We don't want to.
We don't need.
Well, I know it's, I'm not saying that way, but I didn't
You
know if
can
they
look
were.
them
I
up
didn't know
there.
if they were intentional because if you drive up there, I don't know when the last time you drove by, but there's like a strip mown through the middle of them as if they're like this thing
It
that's.
could be
Because their mower doesn't mow saplings, but.
No, yeah. So if I didn't, but seeing that they've mown on like each side of them and made this sort of design around them, I didn't know if they were.
Leaving them.
You're getting
Yeah, I didn't know if
deeper
it was
in.
purposeful or if they needed to go.
Could be.
Oh, so coming back around to this gazebo thing. Usually the town crew plows up back there too.
Yeah.
For more, parking during town meeting,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
And, two things, if the town crew has to actually plow it, and which they didn't this past year.
I noticed it wasn't as great this year.
And there's a gazebo in the middle of it, it's gonna be a little hard to plow it too. So. I don't know,
Good point.
I don't know where exactly. If
I think he was talking about,
that-
my read from Doug was like back left,
Like
not,
behind the building.
yeah, not, not up the parking lot, but like tucked behind the building.
Right, and that's what I'm talking about, all that space.
I know.
I don't know, maybe we need to have a field trip, maybe we should talk.
When we go to this
about
ethics
it
committee
this
meeting,
spring.
yeah, ethics
We'll
committee.
go out back and we'll look.
I'm not sure I wanna like blend the water down the top.
Well, you know, you're gonna need a little bit of exercise after the
I
pizza
think
party.
Bessie has a great idea. We should just go out and look at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I happened to look at it on the way here accidentally
You
because
stopped
it's
and
so overgrown. It's like, holy crap, right? And it didn't really, it registered with me actually. So, you
I'll
know,
get it mowed before we visit it.
yeah, I think that's the great idea, right? You know, if you can try with what you've got, see how it goes, right? That's a step in the right direction. And then
That helps us determine what we do next year, I think.
yeah,
And I've been told I can't mow the cemetery again, so that's
after 3 hours.
town
Yes,
can't,
sir.
town can't afford my hourly rate. Go
Keep
ahead.
going.
Yeah, sure.
You got plenty of free time, right?
We'll do it. Yeah, like this afternoon, I could have done it this afternoon.
Well, but yeah, yeah.
Resolved.
Thank you for bringing it. Okay, do you want to stay for this next thing, my thing?
What is your?
It's not anything we're gonna do about, but I want to start. I don't think, but I want to start the discussion. What does anybody know what we have done in the past about stationary RVs?
Yes, so, well, yes.
Well, I hope they were, but it's fine.
So, I mean, it's not what we've done, there's a law.
Yeah, I know.
For more than, if it's there for more than.
So is that a part of our zoning bylaws? Is that statutory from the state?
That's a good question.
Because that's what I'm getting at. Because I can think of a couple, one of which has recently placed skirting around the bottom to get ready for winter, so not going anywhere. And I guess I'm not torn, but I'm sort of thinking of this as, I think in some cases, not every case maybe, but in some cases, the reason this is happening is because there's no housing or they can't afford housing somewhere else, and this is what someone is.
Go rent some.
But I'm saying I think that's probably the driver of some or all or most or some portion of this happening. So I don't want to be callous to that situation if someone is in it. But I also wonder if we want to, if we can ignore this, if we act on it, like what, you see what I'm saying? That's kind of where as I drive by these frequently, and it's very clear they're going to be there for a while and have already been. What are we required to do? What should we do?
So usually what will happen is, notice of that will be given to the listers will go out, they can send a letter or whatever stating that this will be on next year's. This will be added to your.
Okay, so it's not like a penalty where we force removal. Let's say your taxes are going up.
In theory, like once it's not on wheels anymore, like essentially skirting something makes it a permanent structure.
Well, when it sits for 180 days without moving,
It sits, but also once you
yeah.
skirt it or remove the wheels, it makes it a permanent structure from
Yeah.
my experience.
Yeah.
And you pay taxes on it like it's a normal
And I feel like,
piece of property.
in most cases, if it's like we have a camper parked in our yard
Yeah.
and, yes, it does move. 2 or 3 times. a
Yeah.
year, but.
Those aren't the instances I'm.
I'm
Okay, sorry.
not done.
Alright.
But there's a possibility that it could be sitting there, but it's quite obvious that there's nobody living
Yeah,
in it.
no.
So when it becomes obvious that there is somebody living in it, that's even more of a thing of, yes, we're gonna add it to your taxes.
Okay, I guess that was my question. I didn't know if our obligation was to like remove it or have it moved, or if it just becomes then a house now and. Okay.
Got no permits or whatever, we just don't. It's gonna be added.
Okay. So, yeah,
You can check with Jackson to be sure, but that's what I feel
That's the
is.
question with Jackson.
I know I meant to, but
Yeah.
they were gone and we kept them here a long time.
Cause he's dealt with a couple of those already this year, so it might be.
So to deal with that, is that something we institute? Is that something we initiate, or does it come from there, or somebody just mentioned it, or did zoning person do it? How does that work?
A concerned citizen goes to the listers.
Okay.
And then it goes from there.
So it's not flowing through us.
No,
Oh, good. I can take that onus off of myself. Great, thanks. I won't feel worried anymore. Thank you for that info. All right. Payment order, unless anybody has anything else.
Move to
There's-
approve payment orders.
Oh, no, go ahead. You.
so, and we've already been paid, so
Do I need to come by and sign off on it?
I don't think we'll just add it to the next meeting.
Okay. Payment orders, you move to approve? Laura move to approve, I'll second. All those in favor?
Alright,
No payroll warrant? Move to adjourn.
Second.
The rare second, nice.
Somebody wants to go home.
All those in favor?
I
Aye.
got hurt from work.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, sorry we kept you, Chelsea.
It's okay.
payment orders,
Stop the recording.
All right, hold on. Oh yeah, we're done.
Embarrassed.
Hold on.
He didn't.